Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to Oilers After Dark, episode 211. Oilers play host to Minnesota Wild tonight. Wild coming off a loss to the Winnipeg Jets 6-3. Oilers coming off of a disappointing, lackluster overtime loss. Loser point to the Boston Bruins. Now, don't get it sugar-coated, don't get it twisted. The Oilers did not deserve to get that loser point, but they got it nonetheless, so we will celebrate it like they did. I've also got something new to show you guys when the Oilers score. It's going to be something new, something special, something used. Hope y'all like it. Hopefully it adds to the ambiance. Brown and Gagne out. Picard and Skinner out. Nuge is back. What else can we get you covered? Hey, Crystal, how's it going? Hopefully everyone is good to go. Fantastico.
And that's $34.98.
Yeah, it's okay. You're allowed. You're allowed here. We don't hate on Wild fans. You guys are good people. You guys haven't done anything to us to make us think that you're a bunch of jerks. You're not the Vegas Golden Knights, cheaters that they are. And yes, I will be talking about that a little bit before the game starts. Surprise, surprise, surprise! Golden Knights place Mark Stone on LTIR with a ruptured spleen. Bullshit shenanigans on that. Why do I say bullshit shenanigans? He could have. No, he didn't get hit last night. He suffered a ruptured spleen last night. What? Taking a shit before the game? Taking a shit after the game because the team was so bad? I don't buy it. And guess what the timetable is for? Guess what the timetable is for the return for Mark Stone? 2 months. Exactly 60 days. When's the first playoff game going to happen? 61 days from now. Coincidence? I think not. I think it's bullshit shenanigans, and if I was a GM of the NHL, I wouldn't trade with Vegas. Not a freaking chance am I trading any of my players to Vegas. It's me, Tampa. Woohoo! How's it going, sir? Stand if you're able.
In a performance of the American and Canadian national anthems. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming through broad stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Tampa will figure it out. They'll still be there when the dust is settled as a playoff team.
Oh, Canada, our home.
Rogers Place when the Edmonton Oilers saw their 8-game home winning streak come to an end against Boston, but they still got a point in a game where they trailed 4-1. Now they look to return to their winning ways behind that man, Calvin Pickard, who has not lost a game since December the 16th. He's got a 6-game winning streak on the line tonight. Record of 7-2 overall for the season. He's been excellent, backing up Stuart Skinner. Philip Gustafson got the win.
We don't need Fleury if we've got Picard playing well and Skinner playing well.
It was 7-4. Gustafson wasn't great, but he was good enough. 25 saves in a wild one. Minnesota's played some wild games lately. This is not.
Let's play a game. Would you rather?
Jacques Lemaire, Coach Club. Connor McDavid, first overall pick of the 2015 draft. Gene Principe went over his numbers. 19 picks later, Joel Eriksson leads the Wild with 28 goals this year. We are underway for what should be
Quick
a
start.
rubber match of the season series between the Edmonton Oilers and the Minnesota Wild. Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusk, Gene Principe roving around Rogers Place, and Warren Fogle getting a chance.
Just get it out, man. Like, sloppy hockey to start games is not good.
The TSN Coleman, Evan Bouchard, the defensive pairing, and Hyman rolls free with a shot that sails wide of Gustafson, and that had eyes. It just missed the net. Your starting line's brought to you by our friends at Scotia.
And that's icing against the Wild.
All Canadians in
All right.
And Louis, I didn't have as good a look at
Gus Bus tonight. I love it, Johnny D. What are your thoughts on the Wild? What do you see them as? Are they perennial favorites, middle of the pack, or out of downers?
But as Hyman goes for the middle, Bouchard converts the net. This deflects and just misses wide to the right side of Gustafson. But a nice move by Hyman. Change the angle, get some traffic in front. We create that chance. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the ice
Jeez.
after
Oh,
missing Wednesday's
Draisaitl
game due to illness. And
lets it bounce over top his
Louis'
stick.
presence, or lack thereof, was felt, especially in overtime. In tons of situations. He does so much for this Oilers.
Oh yeah, like that's why I don't think Hopkins will ever be traded. He just does everything quietly, and you don't even notice it. CC leaves it for Draisaitl. Draisaitl up the middle, gives it to Hopkins. Hopkins back to the point. Shoot that puck, Nurse. Oh, yeah, dog, just shoot it, man. You're big, you're strong. I promise it'll go places.
Victory outlasting Vancouver on Monday afternoon, and then a 6-3 loss to Winnipeg the next day. Here's a shot.
Big save by Picard. All right. Now that the action stopped, what would you rather? Corey Perry next season or Warren Fogle next season? You got the right hand on your screen, the left hand that I'm waving, Corey Perry, or the left side on your screen, the right hand I'm waving, Warren Fogle. Who would you rather next season? Fogle or Perry? I'll leave that for a debacle with use.
Chet, the brother, is more like Dan. And Louis, I don't know whether you heard, but Chet's on his way over to Europe. He's going to play for Dallas Aikens' club. There you go. Hadn't played in 2 years. Dallas gave him a call, and he's on.
Because you can't have both.
That's how it works.
Because this is a would you rather. You can't have both. Next season you can't have both. And I'm honestly leaning very much more to Perry than I am Fogle.
Get in there. Spun around, Vinny Desharnais. Letting it go through Janmark, and now you've got Brett Kulak. Wilson one skipping along the boards, twisted back to Freddie Gaudreau. Wild can't get it out, a shot sent wide.
There's a reason why I'm asking this, folks. There's a reason why I get paid the big bucks like I do. Thank you, sir. Thank you for putting that poll up. I can't put polls up, apparently. Ooh. So far, 50-50. Oof. Hey, Oil Collector, how's it doing? Hey, Northern Farm Girl, how's it doing?
16 points behind Vegas on November the 28th. They could catch it, and they'd have a better winning percentage with a victory tonight. Here's Marco Rossi, the brilliant rookie from Minnesota. Swung it out to John Merrill. Redirected.
But in saying that, that's the thing. That's the kick in the pants. Fogle's going to want to raise next year. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Fogle's going to want 3.5 to 4. Possibly as high as $5 million. Which the Oilers cannot, should not will not pay out.
That's been a great turnaround, Jack. As you mentioned, here's the difference here. Top three in the Pacific. Vancouver's continuing to have their great season. The Vegas Golden Knights 70 and Edmonton with 68. As you mentioned, they can't really be tied and have a better win percentage and move into second place. It's been a
If
long
I could tell you that we could get Perry for less than $1.5 million,
start to the season, but they've really dug in and under Chris Knobloch have found their game, made some changes, and continue to play well.
No.
Bit of a struggle after the
you
All-Star
wouldn't
break, but they
for two
continue to
reasons.
find wins, find points, and that's what good teams do.
Fogel doesn't have the intangibles.
Brought up the fact, hey, 6 games in
He's got potential,
and 12 points behind. I can do
but the Oilers can't live in potential anymore.
Yeah, they take it one game at a time, don't they? And it's the way you have to be in this league. You look too far ahead. And you
Oh, God.
These great teams, you have to go through to get to that point. For Chris Knobloch,
Perry says he doesn't retire after this cup.
to simplify things, have that short period.
I have it on good authority. Perry has been talking contract extension
Playing three
with Holland and Jackson the last 5 days.
Vancouver's dropped 4 in a row. Vegas 4
I-
5. Just lost Mark Stone. So things getting interesting by the minute in the Pacific. Reversed by Kaprizov. Wild don't care. They're just trying to get in. Here's the steal by McDavid. Backhander short side, and that was repelled by Gustafsson.
Kept in deep. I like that.
Appearance against the Oilers.
Agreed.
Marc-Andre
Agreed.
very good in here.
Agreed with that because we were already paying him salary next year.
Rally win that game. Checked away from Boldy. Eric Sinek had it no
We'll see what playoff Brown brings
shot. And that just missed short
if they
side.
bring him back as well.
Hyman and Ceci and
There is talk if playoff Brown shows up, then he could be brought back on a very cheap contract again. The Oilers will lose Fogel and his salary, obviously.
They've got some fast players that have filled those holes and play a much quicker game. They get on you.
So we got 16 minutes left in the first period. Shots are 2-1 for Edmonton.
that Edmonton win back in December. I think it was Minnesota's ruggedness that could have accounted for their 9 wins. in
Kulak.
the previous 10.
I agree. And you know,
Kulak, all day, every day. Not even a question. And I love Ceci, but he's not a top-line defenseman.
Yeah, I think it did ring the bar. And had the
That's awesome, man. Like, that's great that you travel to other teams' buildings just to see what it's like. I've been to many NHL arenas.
wasn't a lot there, but McDavid almost
I will say this. I'm not a fan
Checked away from him.
of the Nashville Predator Arena,
Vander gained by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Game wrapped up
Bridgestone Arena. I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't feel like a hockey rink.
Jack Brody missed a month the last time these two squared off. A shot by Nugent-Hopkins, and that's redirected out of
One of the worst decor rinks, Saddledome. Very decrepit. Seats are very uncomfortable.
He's produced wins since coming to St. Paul.
Blind spots all over.
point by you. That 14-game stretch, you know, the 11-3-0 was really dynamic. Then they went 11 with 2-8-1, but they've regrouped and found an 8-3-1 stretch in the last 12. And you know, for me, John Hines is a detail-oriented coach, and he talked about that this morning as far as being quick, being structured, especially against Edmonton, a transitional team. And we've seen it already a couple of times. A turnover or two in the defensive zone has created that chance by McDavid bringing the post, and then the transitional play where he missed that shot wide going down the left-hand side. He wants his team to be tight structurally, but using their speed to create chances.
Can't wait to get my new computers.
2-8-1 stretch.
They didn't have Kaprizov, they didn't have Gustafsson, they didn't have Zuccarello, didn't have Brodin. It's been an injury-riddled season for
It's been a busy couple of days.
8 guys in their lineup who
I've been to St. Paul, my friend. I've been to XL Energy Arena.
Edmonton's got 14 who've already missed.
So all the arenas I've been to, XL Energy,
Banged up. Sharp
Rogers Place obviously in Edmonton, Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Saddledome in Calgary,
Looked up by
St. Pete's times Forum in Tampa Bay, or St. Pete,
That'll be picked up by Freddie Gaudreau.
Florida's building.
5 minutes here in a scoreless first period.
I've been to the Canadian Tire Center back when it was called something different.
Rally from behind that
Boston Garden,
power play. Got a goal late in the second.
Madison Square Garden,
Pull the game out of the fire. Here's Connor Brown off to
Nassau Coliseum,
checked by Middleton against the boards. Middleton.
the Madhouse on Madison,
Logan Stanley and the loss to Winnipeg. Brian McLeod back
the Chicago Center, now called United Center.
was looking to score. score.
Yeah, I've been to quite a few NHL arenas.
Only to be denied.
And a similar goal.
The vibe in Minnesota is awesome. You guys could almost tailgate. Like that's one of the vibes I get. You guys could tailgate and you guys would do well. Same in Chicago. You guys could tailgate in Chicago.
Wasn't happy, kind of looked back at the official and said, what's going on there?
No, Philly, yeah. I'd show up in Philly 5 minutes for puck drop and leave 5 seconds after puck drop.
He's going to get some attention. Wow, he's a great puck control player. He likes to use his body to fend off, and Dewar got away with one there.
We've got back-to-back doers.
I have been to hockey games outside of North America too, my friend. That's awesome.
He plays the same way.
Physical guy.
Lucchini puts it up the left-hand side.
What do you think of the Swiss Elite League or the SHL, the Swedish Hockey League?
After a 4-year run,
What do you think of their arenas?
which was a hockey power in the mid-'80s in the United States. Marco Rossi brings it back to center and will dump it behind for Matthias Ekholm to grab it. Vogel tried to jam it in. That's going to be knocked down. Played by Chisholm off the left-hand side. Bouchard.
Yeah, for sure there, Wilner. I agree with you.
Under control up the right-hand side. Lead pass intended for Kaprizov. Now Boldy.
I'll probably get to Vegas in a couple of years.
Kaprizov. And Eriksson had a
I gotta clear some things up first.
win over Vancouver. Chisholm. Shot. Score. Eriksson we
The bench here for Edmonton looking at the screen.
That's a good goal.
And this has been a lot of talk for him. 29th goal of the season, if this counts. Now, it might be offside. It's really close. As you can see,
That's a good goal. Don't challenge it.
Coming through another. They are motioning an official over the Oilers bench, so they believe this is offside. It's going to come back.
Don't challenge it. That's not offside.
Fast release of Eriksson this year. And for the last couple of years, just an absolute...
What a shot, though.
And here's the call.
Challenging to play on the ice, offside prior to the goal.
Yeah, they are challenging for offside.
It's a bad challenge.
There, and it looked offside for us. I mean, if you get a little closer...
To me personally, that's a bad challenge.
Edmonton has to watch out for Eriksson. He's finding that confidence over the last few years with that wrister. You know, Dean Evason, the previous coach of the Minnesota Wild, mentioned that years ago to me, that this Eriksson, once he figures out this shot, he's got a tremendous release.
It's a
And
quick
you saw
look
it
here.
there. I mean, it was off the stick in a flash, barred out, but it's going to come back. It looks like that's a short review.
Coach's challenge brought to you by Specsavers. Quality eye.
I may be wrong, but I would have challenged it.
The puck was offside prior to the goal.
Okay, I was wrong. I'm wrong.
Should be affordable for all.
I'll take the L on that one. I thought that was a good goal.
I'm going to let Dan O'Rourke and
Yes, Copel is in Toronto at head office. He's the guy that just reviewed that in Toronto. Go figure, the old Oilers guy is now in Toronto.
Early on. How hot Eriksson is this year with 28 goals. That would have been his 29th, already a career high. And he's looking for more.
he and Kaprizov have combined for 27 points in their last 6 games coming in. Big reason why, again, Minnesota continues to surge upward in the standings despite the loss to Winnipeg on Tuesday. Jonas Brodin holding his position at his own blue line. Now in his 12th year, just an anchor on the back end. It's really helped out the penalty kill over the last dozen games. He's coming back.
All right.
Zuccarello short side. Opportunity missed for Ryan Hartman.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That egg contract is really nice.
He'll hit the line. Checked by Brodin. That's tapped just wide by Ryan Nugent.
Wow, that could have been a quick answer, but that could have been an offside challenge as well. Tit for tat.
And brought the other way once more by Hartman, who bulldozes his way in against Nurse. Went into the boards awkwardly, popped right back up. Nugent Hopkins
Hopkins to Cece. Cece leading the rush. No hands.
shovels it off the glass. Gustafson takes a look. Edmonton peeling off on a change.
Yeah, that was close. I agree, Minnesota. That's close, eh? But that's what that rule's intended for. To be that close. Not micro pussy hairs, but to be that close.
Now in his 11th year.
I've been to Germany and seen the German league arenas. I will tell you this, guys. If you've never been to a European hockey game, go. If you're ever in Europe and it's hockey season, go. Experience it. It is an experience you will never ever forget in your life.
He does and make sure there's not a-
I wish it would be. I wish they would bring that to North American hockey, the pro level in North America. No, we sit on our hands and we don't clap, we don't cheer. Those guys are jumping. Those guys are loud. Oh man, it's like a college atmosphere for basketball, football. It's great. I love it. By the way, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before and you like the content because you keep coming back for my gluttony, push the like button, leave a comment. I know some of you guys are here just to watch me blow up and lose my mind. Trust me, it's coming. You're not going to miss out on that. Yeah, no goal, Robert. It's okay, though. I got it wrong. We're allowed to get things wrong once in a while. We can't all bat 1,000. We can't all be Pete Rose in a year. I still don't know how that guy's not in the freaking MLB Hall of Fame, but I digress.
Over 7 minutes more than any other Minnesota Wild in that game Tuesday versus the Winnipeg Jets. And makes it look easy.
It does have good aesthetics. The new arena?
13 goals against for Minnesota's last 2 games. Kind of an anomaly. John Hines feels like they've been playing pretty good hockey. Here they're off. 9.5 gone by. In the first, no score.
The new arena looks good. St. Pete times Forms was not very good. You can agree that the old arena in St. Pete was god awful. Amalie Arena, that's... I do like the new arena though. I haven't been to it yet, but I've been told a lot of good things about it. Hey Nick, how's it going? Like I said, I do have a treat for you guys, though. Leafs in the playoffs, it's okay. They only get 1 round. So at most, you get 7 games. Oh, Northern, you're awesome. Yeah, good question for BW. Is the family back from Vegas? I just hit puberty. I had a busy day at Galaxyland Hotel today. Galaxyland theme park today at West Edmonton Mall. I met up with my cousin. Thank you, Andrew, for the invite out. Really gracious for that. It was a fun time. Got to see my niece and my nephew. And I had fun. While we were there, got to stop by and see a couple minutes of a hockey game going on at West Edmonton Mall.
National Hockey League rubber match.
Shout out to those hockey players playing on the ice.
To separate the clubs in 10 minutes. Obviously, the Oilers getting a bit of a break on the offside.
Yeah, that laser by Eriksson, what a release that was, and he really does.
Laser.
You see both teams trying to establish the forecheck. Both teams are coming out of their zones relatively cleanly, and that'll be important for each team respectively. Which team can do that the best will gain the momentum and the advantage in the game. So far it's the skate. That sequence we just saw was a lot of skating around into the zone, back into the next zone, back into the next zone. Not a lot of sustainable time, but when each team does, they create their chances.
I agree. I agree with you there. Way better basketball arena than it is a hockey arena. I couldn't afford to go to a hockey game in Toronto because I don't have $900 in my bank account at the time.
That's a John Hines team too as well. He's really a detailed guy.
Boldy breaks loose and denied by Calvin Pickard. He tried to slip behind Darnell Nurse. A shot redirected, played by high stick by Boldy. I thought it live speed. Nurse canceled that out by finding Boldy, and it's cleared back to center.
That chance created fast for Boldy.
Sharks with freaking laser beams. Good line, good line. Oh. See, why can't every fan base be cool as Minnesota fan base? They come in here, they got jokes, they have fun. That was a hand pass, but I digress.
The Oilers reach center, but Brodin is able to stand up and cancel the rush coming the other way. So it's Kaprizov rifling it across ice. An awkward one-time effort by Zuccarello. Now at 36 years of age, but boy, he can get hot, and he's played some of his best hockey against Edmonton, better than a point per game. This looked at live speed like delay of game coming against Edmonton and got on the heel of Warren Fogel's stick. The Oilers.
McDavid's mad as he should be. McDavid is mad as he fucking should be. What a dumb play, Fogel. Just a dumb play. You had chop up the wall or a pass up the middle. You didn't.
Has seen too much to ever go back. Now introducing Simply Spiked Beach.
Oh, Fogel.
The venue at River Cree is your live music and entertainment destination. On March 16th, enjoy a raucous evening of chart-topping hits.
There's certain plays that are unavoidable. There's certain plays that you do to yourself. That's one of those fucking plays that you do to yourself. That is one of the dumb plays that you do to yourself. It's just, what are you doing? You have so many options. You got to chip up the wall. Okay, that's sealed off. All right, you've got a streaky Connor McDavid down the frickin' middle. No, I'm just gonna use my pitching wedge and hook choy. Hey, bye puck. Oy oy oy. Fogel, my friend. Hold my beers, boys. This is going to be a long one. Hold on to your hats.
Warren Fogle, the penalty box delay a game as this puck goes up over top of the basket. See, it's on edge here as he wants to play this across the ice, and it just takes off and floats up into the air. Yep, that's over top of the glass. And some hands up in the air. A little bit of fear stuff there on that one. The one guy with the one hand up, and you can see right now the most points since February 9th. The Minnesota Wild have 3 players, Kaprizov, Eriksson, and Foldy. All 3 have had chances in this game, all 3 on the power play.
Well, and again, most of that at the expense of the Vancouver Canucks.
Good point. 10 goals in that game.
Gotta kill something here, folks. Gotta kill a penalty.
Minnesota's power play, a goal in 6 straight games. Joel Eriksson paces the Wild with 12 power play goals on the season. At Zuccarello. Gets it back from Brock Faber. Zuccarello. Oiler penalty kill struggling mightily lately, and a save by Pickard.
Your best penalty killer's got to be your goalie.
Power play goals against over the last 7.
Ooh, I'm tall again.
His teammates trying to snap that streak.
So this is what the air feels like to be up here.
McDavid getting some equipment worked on his skate during the penalty kill. Went down the tunnel to get looked at. It was a good save by Pickard, though, as this shot from the blue line had some eyes with bodies in front.
Believe it or not, Vegas' arena is really nice. It's just their fans make you just want to break things.
To take his eyes away for a millisecond, but he finds it, holds on to it.
Off the draw, whiffing his net. Zuccarello taking it hard up the right-hand side as Matthias Janmark drops it off for Draisaitl, who was out there
Oh,
face-off.
somebody had the audacity to say that Matthews is by far and away the MVP favorite of the league.
Zuccarello.
Because apparently he's the only one that's in the MVP voting that kills penalties. Have they not seen McDavid kill penalties before? He does it on a regular basis. He has 50 goals, so what? 50 goals and what, 65, 70 points? Wants to be a team player. And then the analytics guy goes, well, he's a primary scorer. Well, yeah, when you score the goal, that makes you the primary goal scorer, doesn't it? There you go, Brown. Just dump it. There we go.
Minnesota, perhaps overly selective. A couple bobbles in the time of shooting for Minnesota. You saw Kaprizov just bobbled a little bit. Looked like he wanted to shoot it.
Yeah, I have watched that. Absolutely.
The aggressiveness in the penalty kill, something
Dirty pool. Dirty pool. Vegas did pretty much the same thing, just they used Mafia money instead of...
Calvin Pickard through traffic.
Oh, Don't get me wrong, I think he's in conversation to get the Hart, but I think it still has to go to the best player in the league, and the best player in the league by far and away is the leader that leads the league in points.
So as the Oilers get ready for a defensive zone draw, I want to welcome those
Hey.
on Sportsnet East in Ontario that just watched Buffalo beat Columbus.
Buffalo beat
Oilers
Columbus.
will get a shot
Wow,
to see
Columbus
what's
is
coming
just
up here in a couple weeks'
shell-shocked.
time in Western New York. Up the right-hand side, you've got Marcus Johansson challenging Matthias Ekholm, protecting on his backhand, maintains, threw it across, Chisholm, quick shot, that flew wide to Calvin Pickard. How about Chisholm, second power play minute, he was claimed on
And just like that, power play over.
shot by Johansson. Now he's in Minnesota's top four and getting a look on the
Bouchard gets hooked, but no call.
Defensive play on the right side as well, and some real praise from
Kane,
John Hines.
get the puck out, that's all we need.
Played his old team.
I think McDavid, if McDavid can get the game, the goal, the points lead, he'll be MVP.
What he's done so far as a Minnesota Wild.
Hartman had a shot blocked. Puck
I think Matthews wins the Rocket. Richard running away with that. Obviously, you got the best goals. You should win that, but
The Oilers' struggling unit came in just 11 for its last 22 on the kill. Over
oh,
70.
bad giveaway there by Hopkins.
Chance short side.
Come on, guys.
Missed the net. Rebound Faber steps up. And now it's Lettieri. Shouted by Bouchard, a little behind Marco Rossi. Faber able to regain with ease, take it out wide. And now trapped in the corner by McDavid. Sent behind the net. That was Lucchini. Trying to establish position in front. Shot Rossi. That was broken up. Fogle with a block shot. And Nugent Hopkins will loft it toward Fogle. Had it under control. Worked his way through a check. Could not get it to McDavid. And McDavid had a notion of streaking down the slot. Marco Rossi put it up on the glass and out.
I think he might have looked at the Nugent.
Too many men!
They wanted to
They had 8 men on the ice, ref!
jumping on the
All right.
side here. They get away with it.
Shot taken by John Merrill. And that's, I believe, in the equipment of Nurse.
8 men on the ice and they get away with it. That's all right.
Middleton's a little shaken up here in that collision with Warren Fogle right here as he falls. Pretty hard to stay
Ouch.
that close to the board.
Hopefully he's okay, though.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50/50 is back for another record-breaking season of prizes and jackpots. Support communities across oil country and win big at edmontonoilers.com/50.
You didn't miss much. Hey, Ryland. You're just being that guy that say, let's go everybody but the Oilers. I appreciate that. Keep the faith. Keep it. Keep it coming. Oilers are going to win 2-1. It's going to be a defensive battle. You didn't miss much. Power play for Minnesota because Fogle made a bad decision. But hey, it happens. No, he's a Boston fan living in Seattle, so he's a transition Seattle Kraken fan. He's got the ABE. As we have the ABCs, he's got the ABB. ABE. Nah, you can't stir the pot. It's a calm game until it isn't. Like I said, guys, I'm calm till I'm not. And it doesn't matter if I'm having a good day, bad day. Good 5 minutes, bad 5 minutes. I'll always be me. I won't sugarcoat it and I won't lie to you. Boston isn't playing tonight. Thank gosh for that. So, 100% not a Kraken fan. That's good. That's good shit, though. What's funny to me is Boston played a backup goalie last night, played overtime the night before against the Oilers, and still almost beat Calgary.
On the ice, a little back and forth with the puck.
Flames are bad.
Done with you. I think I'm going to go through Connor McDavid. And now Connor doesn't like to be beaten, so came back a little bit anyway. So what a great moment for the captain.
Hey, yeah, Connor doesn't like to be beaten at anything. So once the fun and games are over for that kid, he's like, no, my turn.
I thought he was instrumental in the comeback on Wednesday against Boston. I know
Shots are 5-4 for the Edmonton Oilers.
the worm to turn in that game, but I think he
5:15 left to go in the first period. This period is flying by the seat of our pants right now.
I agree.
Go, Nurse.
But that's just a great
Use that speed.
Griffin playing with Connor McDavid. Kid's got some hands.
McDavid came back and shot sent wide by Nurse. He's not going to get bested. You're not going to bring that 6-year-old game in here and dominate me. This is my ice.
No, I don't think McDavid cares how old you are. And that's why I worry about McDavid's kids. No free rides. You're my kid, I'm going to beat you no matter what.
Feeling though in 15 years, the outcome might be different.
Yeah. A little chip off the old block.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I think he's going to be... We're going to have reptilian-like McDavid tonight.
Not a ton of quality chances. Eriksson Ek had one taken off the board with his team well offside. Connor Dewar.
He doesn't need to score to be great. Just like Gretzky. He didn't need to score to be great.
Put it across. Little spin move. Tumbling down, John Merrill. Bouchard knocked Gaudreau off his feet. And Matthias Ekholm wired it up to Warren Fogle. Bumped it to Bouchard down the middle.
Shoot the puck, Bouchard! You had all speed, all momentum. Shoot the fucking puck on net! Why are we passing there? Good God, do we not know Hockey 101?
That's Zuccarello. Put it up on the plexi. Behind the net. Battling.
Yeah, it's Connor Brown. It is Connor Brown for a great goal song. They're all good goal songs. Yeah, Connor Brown for sure.
Didn't make it through. A cloud on Zuccarello. Hit by Bouchard. Puck comes straight to Middleton. Big Middleton, formerly of San Jose, hoisted out successfully by Ryan McLeod. Faber, Johansson let it go through, and now gets it back from.
Yeah, it's happening. He'll get pelted soon. The Oilers are gonna wake up and realize, oh wait, we're in a game. Takes 20 minutes. 2:40 left to go in the first period. That's exactly it, Jerry. That's why Gretzky was called a great one. You could take all of Gretzky's goals away and he'd still lead the league in points by 1,000. It's stupid how many assists that guy had.
Rebound Zuccarello. Nearly turned over, and then Brodin decides to just put it underneath the pads of his.
I like that though. Too passive. The number 2. Honestly, guys, you take Gretzky's goals away, and he's still the greatest player of all time just based on the assists. And I can't compare eras because they had a red line back then. They had all the clutching and grabbing and water skiing. Imagine if Gretzky played with no red line. Holy shit.
Rossi against Draisaitl. Rossi in favor. The only rookie with more points than those two, Connor Bedard. He plays in Chicago. Here's Draisaitl.
Which video? The video right now?
Shot sent wide by Ceci.
Or the video from last game? Because I played Journey for all of 5 seconds. I found out what it was, and that's what it was. Because I played Journey for 5 seconds. And Journey is one of the bands that are blocked in Russia. It's messed up, man.
Darting down the right-hand side. Just outside the top 10 in the league in scoring. 27 goals, 68 points for Leon Draisaitl. Did not thread it through Middleton. Evander Kane. Now Nugent Hopkins jostled by Faber. Pressure from Letary.
Yeah, he was. Oh no, they definitely are strict. Absolutely. I forgot that I had my music on when I turned my mic on. That's on me. I won't be doing that again. 1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining.
61 seconds to go. And as we've got a bit of a dog pile behind Picker, Gene Principe loves a dog pile. What do you got, Gene?
Well, you know what? That might be a takedown. We'll see on UFC Fight Night. This action continues tomorrow in Mexico. And Matthias Ekholm, I think, would be a good
MMA fighter. Not that he needs to do that considering his hockey career. It's Marino versus Guavalda's second flyweight action getting underway. With a main card action at 10 Eastern, 8 Mountain.
I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that really, because it's.
With my two fighters.
Oh, the gulag. If anybody doesn't know, the gulag is the worst of the worst prison that you could go to in Russia. People have been known to die in a gulag. Why delete it? Why? But why delete it though? Like it's funny. Oh God! Not like anybody's gonna know what a gulag really is and be upset that it exists.
Icing against Edmonton, still 42 seconds to play in the period as these teams locked in the scoreless tie. Edmonton 33-18-2 and Minnesota 26-24.
We have them in Canada. Just for your guys' information, we have gulags in Canada.
Obviously have some healthy respect for one another, keeping things for the most part to the outside.
Oh,
Really
throw out Derek Ryan? No, keep him in. 42 seconds left to go in the first period. Nothing. Score 6-6 shots. Minnesota 1 power play. Oilers nothing. Boy, what a game. It is a boring, tight hockey game that you're going to get when you play the Minnesota Wild. And then you get that because you're 4 times.
Goldie recognizes there's some space, one quick move to the middle, and he releases on the fly. It's just backhand, forehand, it's off of his stick in a flash. And that beats Pickard. I mean, that's a 31 goal scorer last year. 31 goals last year, 23 on the season already this year with that one.
And he had 15 and 47 games the year before. I mean, he can fill the net.
21, sorry, I'll get it right. But a goal scorer.
Wouldn't say that, but
He's not going to look to bring that puck too close to the
they're not wanting to get Calgary at all. It's just the type of game Minnesota plays. They have the lull you to sleep sense of a game.
Minnesota trailed after the first period in each of their last 2 games. Prior to that, they had been behind in the previous 12.
But again, Minnesota's prone to give up the late goal in the second period. Oilers just got to do more. Oilers just got to do more. McDavid hits the fucking post. I wouldn't say anybody's looking past anybody. It's just the type of style that Minnesota plays. It doesn't matter who they play. This is the type of game it is. It suits their play style and it works for them. But I'll be back. You guys enjoy the intermission. I gotta go put a toddler to bed. No, that's facts, Johnny. That's facts. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Razy. I told you I had a surprise for you. Holy smokes, I leave for 10 minutes? No joke. Be right back, dinner. Condor 00 after 1. That's good. Hey, Race, how's it going? Exactly. Jay's open the spring training tomorrow. I will be watching. Baseball is back. No journey. No journey. I am getting tired of the lack of urgency, but I think it's because the Oilers spent so much and I'll come back to myself right quick here. I think it's because the Oilers spent so much energy getting back into the goddamn thing, I mean the playoffs, that they're just getting their energy back. Yes, 9-day off, All-Star break. I don't want to hear that. They got a break. You guys don't have any idea how much energy they had to spend extra every game to get that 16-game win streak, to get back into a playoff contention. Now they got a bubble. Now they're able to relax a little bit. They don't need to be gangbusters and go 8 of 8, 8 of 8, 8 of 8 all the time. They can afford to lose a few. Best burger chain? None of those. 5 Guys.
Killings dropped off of late, but that was one of the areas that they improved. The bench is under control. He's trying to find creative ways to get guys going. It hasn't been perfect, but I think you could assert that maybe Chris Knobloch was destined to work for the Edmonton Oilers at some point.
You know, Bob, in talking to Chris about what he was going through, this is game 41, so this is his mid-season point, really, when you look at it. You said, so what have you learned? What do you know now?
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. Oilers are playing too passive against the Wild tonight, and you can't have that. Five Guys fries are really good. Oh, I went to a thrift store today, a little store where I live, little Salvation Army, Value Village. And I got this little guy for $5. Yes. $5 for this little guy. Isn't that freaking cool? I got something else while I was there, but you can't see that until we score a goal. I'll just leave this up here. But no, the urgency needs to be there. You're getting into the home stretch of the playoffs. You need to start having urgency in the first period, second period, third period. You can't be sitting back to the third period and hope to find the game and win. I agree with you though, Kimo. I'm with you on that one though. Like, we need urgency. I just think they spent so much energy getting them back into the playoffs that now they're just kind of recouping energy now, trying to save. Well, playing 15 games in 30 nights is not going to help. Well, or help. They don't have urgency playing 15 games in 30 nights. And then playoffs is a whole nother animal that you need to step up for. But hey, guys, we are comfortably, like, I know people are yelling and screaming, we're comfortably in a playoff spot. Those standings are wrong. Well, you can't do that either, BW, because that's how you get tired, taking no prisoners and playing balls out every time. Well, those standings are right. So, looking at the standings, the Oilers have 68 points. They're 2 points behind Vegas with 4 games in hand. Not too shabby. They're 2 points ahead of LA with 2 games in hand. That's pretty damn good. They're 6 points ahead of St. Louis, who's the last final holder with 3 games in hand. So I'm not worried about the Oilers at all not making the playoffs. So if they're going to want to rest, now's the time to do it when you got the buffer to do it. But come March, it is... Yeah, Vegas got whooped, and you're going to see a lot of that. I wasn't blowing smoke up your guys' asses when I told you Vegas and Vancouver are going to lose a lot more in the second half of the season than they're going to win. Minnesota goal scored by Boldy. 1-0. Almost worth putting up the Wild. 1-0 Wild instead of 1-0 Mini. Oh man. It was embarrassing is what it was. LA fans are also screaming at the mountains because their team isn't doing very well. Oiler fans, relax. We got this. Second period underway. Face-off won by the Oilers. And given swiftly away by Nurse.
They had 11 hits in the first period, 7 by defenseman Edmonton. Only 4 from the 12 forwards. Needs to be ratcheted up.
Goldie hits it up. Middleton jumping down the left wing, pushed one wide, and then a drive by Favors, spun the corner by Baker. And what you're talking about there is a much heavier forecheck.
Absolutely. Get on the forecheck, make some defensemen here, footsteps, turn a puck over to start to spend some time in the offensive zone.
3 o'clock in the morning here, the Elimination Chamber, yep. Depending on my daughter's sleep schedule, I may or may not be awake for it. I won't be streaming it though. 2 penalties against the Oilers.
Kind of physicality, but a good job by Faber to make a move on Kane. This is a little change up too. We saw the Eriksson Ek line up against the McDavid line to start the first period. It's Draisaitl's line, but that little shimmy shake right there down the wall brings it from backhand to forehand. Why they love this kid. Real confident on that line with Evander Kane closing in on him. He makes that move, draws the call, tripping, and second power play for the Wild in the game.
Drafted by Los Angeles. He was
That's nuts, man.
key piece in that Kevin Fiala deal.
All right, PK, you're 1 for 1. Let's go 2 for 2. Let's get back in the good graces of Matthew. Face-off win off the ref's leg, because why not?
Shot Gaudreau, and that one off the post. Freddie Gaudreau just missed. Now Rossi. Chisholm. Redirected wide by Ryan Hartman, ushered by Rossi back to Freddie Gaudreau. Gets it back from Chisholm, calling for it, a one-timer deflected off the glass. Johansson, second unit, starts for Minnesota. A 1-0 lead with a minute 20 gone by in the second. Hartman, Johansson in front, that one off the kneecap of Vinny Desharnais and exits the zone.
The first line, and obviously all 3 of them are on the power play. The top power play were on that shift and threw the penalty a little bit late into the shift, so that's why the second unit started creating some great chances if Gaudreau rings the ball. On a beautiful release as he used the screen but shot far side.
Wow, that's awesome. How was the trip? Nice weather change. Balmy plus 15.
Faber will step up. He's the man who drew the penalty. It'll give and go Zuccarello. Under duress.
Go. Come on, yes.
Not much of a pass from Johansson, but kept in by Eriksson Ek. Johansson wants a change, but remains in the high slot for now. Eriksson Ek bumps it back to Faber. Across the Boldy. Inside, broken up by Darnell Nurse. Eriksson Ek battling for position. And ultimately, that's grabbed and cleared by Connor Brown. And Minnesota's power play inside 20 seconds. So the Oiler kill dearly in need of a big night. The freeze-off.
And that's offside.
Draisaitl blew off the timing of that play, and it's an offside. And doing a good good sign for the Oilers special teams and the penalty kill. And they need a little help because this is a laser.
Yeah, this is just a real executed shot from Gaudreau, as you mentioned, not scoring at the rate it last year, but he uses the screen and just kind of zips it far side, knows that Pickard can't see him. Again, a fly-by screen by Rossi, and at the same moment he's taken that shot, just floated it far side, and it wasn't picked up. Had eyes.
Ready to Joel's last goals on New Year's Eve. Just to aim a shot. And that got a piece of Pickard on its way out of play. Edmonton back at full strength. As you can see, Gaudreau has had the scoring touch on Edmonton, but here's Evan Bouchard holding it.
Yeah, Oilers are beating Calgary. It's a no-brainer. The Oilers are going to beat Calgary. The Oilers are going to go 4-1 on this 5-game homestand. 4-0-1. Sorry, the only loss coming to the Boston Bruins.
He hasn't scored in his last 41 games dating back to November 12th. Just magnified.
Yeah, your ulcer would have a lot to do with that.
You know, he crashes and bashes, always around the net, willing to fight. Just can't find the back of the net. One of those years.
Did you try Sprite or a non-carbonated clear drink? Draisaitl didn't get away with one. The guy had one hand on his stick after he slashed Draisaitl. You slashed Draisaitl and didn't expect Draisaitl to get you back? Are you stupid? You stupid, dumb, or just plain out retarded? I'm sorry, but... Be stronger on your stick. And then the fact you dropped your stick looking for the call. Be better. No ice. Hey, Bear. How's it going?
Yeah, that could be a strategical
The Bear. 107.9. The Bear.
They're in trouble. Holloway.
Boy.
Ahead to Corey Perry. He'll flip it.
Nobody cares that the KC Chiefs. Apparently not even their fans care that they're the Super Bowl champions. Because that guy liked to shoot up everything. Good thing he's a bad shot and didn't really hit anything. Or he couldn't handle the magnitude of the gun. Amateur. Of the pew-pew. Sorry, not the other word. Pew-pew. 777. Jackpot! All sevens. Jackpot.
Made a great defensive play, a beautiful passing play, by the way, and there's the chance.
We got rid of Swift the day that she was born.
Gustafson up over the right shoulder, catches a piece of it.
McDavid, bearing down, face-off coming to the right side of Philip Gustafson. Left for Nurse, his shot steered to the corner.
And a trip.
Gustafson alert.
None forthcoming.
McDavid had it picked off and cleared by Matt Zuccarello. Wheeled back the other way by Nurse. Hyman will skate into it. Took a hard check from Merrill. Shrugged it off. Stays with it. Beautiful spin move. Hard to the net. Short side. See Gustafson rebound. And Gustafson able to keep it out.
Fogel's stick gets smashed from a slash. No call.
Fogel's face after this one doesn't even have his stick anymore. Looking for his career high 14th. Has 3 goals in the last couple of games. Going to get a new cue. But this is a good move by Hyman. We didn't see a lot of this in the first period, but we talked about bringing the puck to the net. Bob Stauffer talked about the forward check. I talked about the physicality. Has to be ratcheted up. Has to be more urgency. And right there,
never mind. He broke it on himself. My bad on that.
In the process, but that power
Trying to see if you guys are paying attention.
Set it all in motion. Gustafson, good job to stay with that puck.
Hyman already with 34 on the
Sir, this is an old number 14. Excuse me for half a second. Yeah, you're right. It is an old Reebok jersey. It is an old Jordan Eberle Reebok jersey. You're absolutely right, sir.
He's got the only goal of this game. Minnesota 1-0. Boldy fires short side, save made.
CFL? This is getting ridiculous, guys. I don't want to look up who the ref is, but I kind of already know.
MIC is a proud partner and the official medical.
I wish it was McTavish jersey, man.
Make MIC your choice.
Well, so far, Jack, throughout this game, Edmonton does not have an answer for this top line of the Minnesota Wild. They are giving them fits right now. 2 penalties drawn.
I wish I had a McTavish jersey.
And they
Oh,
had 2
boy.
goals in the first period. One taken back by Aaron Sinek, and the one that did count.
I'm sorry, but Minnesota has gotten away with a few. Come on, ref. Like, let's call a spade and an apple an apple.
Minnesota with another power play.
Oilers got to get the next power play, right? You can't go 4 or 5 for one team and not give the other team at least one little sniff.
Yep. That's the way you earn it. Here's Faber. Threw it across to Kaprizov. Darnell Nurse ties him up. Derek Ryan with pressure. Faber up top for Bolden. One-timer Kaprizov and a save.
Yeah.
Well positioned as he pushed hard off that right.
Dano Work and Glissant Hebert.
Interesting dynamic.
You look up scouting the refs and tell me.
3 guys are good shooters. All like to shoot the puck.
Yes.
Left-handed shot.
Ryan Smith jersey is going. No, it's not going. They're not going to retire his jersey. They're going to put it into the newfound Oilers Hall of Fame, Circle of Hall of Fame.
Down to Pickard. 2-3 lifetime against the Wild, despite a 92 save percentage. Battle off the draw, won by CC, and he'll drive it up the.
Oh, don't be shocked. You're playing his Canadian team. Since the All-Star break, the officials are not calling much against American teams when they play Canadian teams. I think it's now up to 80 power plays for American teams and 72 for Canadian teams for power plays against American when they play head-to-head with each other. Since my last update. It is kind of embarrassing. But we can't be bitching about refs all the time. 1 minute left in the power play for Minnesota. Every time I see number 12 for Minnesota, I'm still thinking Eric Stahl.
Shot coming Zuccarello, and that flipped wide. May have been tipped. Chisholm. Zuccarello. Brief mishandle. Under pressure from Fogle. Chisholm. One-timer Boldy, and that was belted wide. Rebound. Zuccarello saucing across. Boldy, one-timer takes save. Pickard rebound swept off the foot of Chisholm by Connor Brown. Another brilliant stop by Calvin Pickard.
Yeah.
Here's Chisholm off to Freddie Gaudreau. The goal post.
Smith, okay, so Smith's jersey will go to the Raptors, but it won't be retired number. If you know what I mean. Like, it'll just be like the new Oilers Circle of Love. It won't be retired jersey itself, but it'll be retired name and number, and kind of like what Montreal is doing now and Boston has been doing for years, because you can't retire every jersey, every number.
The Oilers on a night where they needed their penalty kill, they've responded. Here's Hartman crowding the Edmonton net, banked it off the side of the goal. Got it back. And that hopped over a stick. Zach Hyman able to clear. Hartman not his best offensive season either. It was 15 goals for a guy who scored a couple years ago. Draisaitl will dump it in. Brodin.
Yeah, I guess you would think of Brian Rolston. Another good, skilled player, too. Rolston was a hell of a fucking player. Effort, 100% every night. That's awesome that you're old school hockey. I like that. So you've been a fan since the Minnesota North Star days. Mike Modano, all those guys, eh? I love it. Oh, come on, guys. Quit that with the stupid fucking pass!
But he plays a more valuable role, too, down the lineup. A good 200 100-foot player that kills penalties. You know, he's in your
Yeah, their PK stepped up tonight. It's going to have to because it looks like it's going to be a lot of power plays.
Hyman misfired on a pass intended for McDavid on that last shift, Lou. And it comes to mind. I mean, Gustafson made one save, but
10.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 1-0 score for Minnesota.
puck clips the glass on its way out of play in the Oilers zone. We'll have a face-off there when we come back. Boldy stopped by Pickard, but Minnesota still.
Minnesota's gotten all the power plays. Shots are 11-10 for Minnesota. 14 block shots for the Oilers. 3 for the Wild. No, he's not a Dallas Star. He's a Minnesota North Star. Mike Modano's a North Star, true and true. Yeah, I was a North Star fan. I loved the North Star jerseys, man. Oh, man. You guys had a top 3. Who was on that line? I'm trying to think who else was on that line. It was Bellows, Modano, and someone else. Hey, Bruins, how's it going? Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the party. Modano, a Red Wing great. Oh my God. That's awesome. That's awesome. Born in 02. Yeah, you're a youngin'. You're a youngin'. Add an 8 in front of that where that O is, and you're hitting my lifetime. Put a 198 in front of that 2. Oh yeah, I forgot Mike Gardner played on that line. Neil Broughton. Oh man. In fact, I have some Minnesota North Star cards.
In his own line of glasses, along with his sister, with so much going to charities. His sister with special needs, so it's to get kids with special needs and all kinds of backgrounds into playing sports, specifically hockey. And considering the kind of season he's had, I think
Chris Pronger was ours.
A Calder Trophy favorite.
I see what you did there, Jim.
Chris Pronger was our one-year good player.
Here's Bouchard up to McDavid off the toe of the stick.
You know what? It's amazing. We asked him about that with the glasses in his photos of the first time we met him in Minnesota earlier this year. And he said,
I've been a fan since 1984. The year the Oilers won the cup. I also saw them lose 2 cup finals to the Islanders too. So McDavid gets hooked and slashed. No calls coming. What are we watching here?
You're going to see a lot of pictures in this given class.
Hey Bear, what are we watching? Like.
McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman coming off the television timeout, by the way. And if we've got a penalty and a sarcastic cheer, means this will be the first time tonight. The Oilers.
Oh, what are you surprised they called one on you, Eriksson Ek? Well, you've been letting me get away with it all game. I figure half a period left.
Here to spend some time in the offensive zone. It's going to be Eriksson Ek, and I believe a cross check was what I saw first. Here's maybe a hole here right there as he just digs that a little too deep on McDavid. They would continue to go at it. But a good job to win some battles. Keep it play alive.
Oh, that's awesome, FC Podcast. That's crazy awesome.
For their first penalty of the game and an
Totally different game, AHL, NHL, eh?
Power play was the difference the last time in here. Yeah. Because the Oilers, even though they
take that mask off. I'm sorry, but if you're that scared to be out in public, stay home. Stay home. Go back into your basement where it's cool, dark, and damp. Another one off the post for McDavid. 2 posts. Scores! Leon Draisaitl!
Great shot by Draisaitl, great pass to find him. This is the first sequence, and McDavid's running a couple bars, as you mentioned, that one on the forehand side, on the backhand side in the first period. This This is a beautiful little play here. That little spin backhand pass by McDavid. Receives it on the forehand. Spins, knows exactly where Draisaitl is.
Stopp! Ich hab Langeweile! Keiner hat mehr Bock auf Kippens auf Feier! So ist das hier im Block. Tag ein, Tag aus. Halt mir 2 Finger an den Kopf und mach bang, 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 bang! Alle haben
talked about into this game, have to be aware, have to be ready.
He's got 28 on the year, half of them on the power play. And he's got 14 in the 23 games he's played against Minnesota. Connor Brown a shot off the pads of Gustafson. McDavid continues his home point streak, 21 games. At home, still
1-1, halfway through 2. Big hit by Janmark there. That's what we need.
secondary assist. Special teams thus far, the difference.
I disagree with that. It's more than a 2-team race. Bruins, you can't knock it. The Bruins are a very good regular season team. Just like you can't knock the Maple Leafs are a good regular season team. They're a great regular season team. What can you do in the playoffs? Yeah, Ryan's trying to start something with everybody. But I just love his energy. The way I see it, it takes more energy to hate on somebody than it does to love somebody. So Ryan, I love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. What a snipe. What a shot. I mean, legitimately, literally, Boston is the best team in the league right now. Like, they were the best team in the league last year running away. You really can't knock the best team in the league. No, you're not mistaken. They are the best team in the league right now. They were the best team in the league last year, too, but Florida. But we don't talk about Florida. No, I kid, guys. Just like they don't talk about Bruno, we don't talk about Florida, right? Oh, Jesus. Do we smell overtime already? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Is he really true? That's not good. That's why the Cup is the toughest trophy to win in all of sports. Yeah. Yeah, it's... McDavid and Hopkins get the assists on the Draisaitl goal.
Oh, I'm happy about this. The fact Leon's wearing his Blue Jays hat. The Blue Jays are back. First Grapefruit League action against the Phillies tomorrow. 1 Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain on Sportsnet. Spring training from Dunedin, Florida. Leon this morning saying that he is a fan of the Jays. He really pushes and watches them in the playoffs. But he said he couldn't imagine Louis and Jack playing 162 hockey games in a season.
Real emotional exchange here for Leon Draisaitl. At that power play goal, he comes back. Glenn Gaultson, who does work on the power play with the Oilers.
Skinner's not playing tonight. Picard is.
It's not necessarily a negative thing.
Oilers have a game against Calgary tomorrow night, so we're going to play Skinner tomorrow and mollywop the crap out of the Flames. And we're going to barely get this game won in overtime against the Wild with our backup goalie.
There's high expectations. I mean, he keeps everybody accountable in that regard. Glenn Gaultson said, okay, took the message, and I'm sure they'll have a little conversation afterwards and work that through, but always trying to make the power play a little bit better.
I think you're portraying your Reeker addiction.
Love that show.
Here's Jonas Brodin. Whistle across. Nugent Hopkins able to scoop it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ouchies. This guy is going for the jugular on this guy. Hey, I have no recourse and no remorse what happens in the chat, boys. Keep it professional. Keep it civil. Fight! Oh. I'm a terrible human being. 7.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Shots are 15-12 for the Oilers. Score is 1-1. Yeah, Calgary's in trouble and they don't even know it. That's exactly it.
Isn't going back to McDavid. Draisaitl and Hyman just yet, Louis, but he's got it in his...
Fight amongst yourselves. I won't iterate. I will not referee. I will not separate. Just keep it clean.
You know what? Keep it going. Here's Kaprizov. Peering inside.
You mean you have 3 cups and the Panthers have 0? Oh, Jesus.
Kaprizov in front, hit, and a save by Pickard. A rebound stopped as well. Stopped Merrill at first, and then an extra polish off by Kulak, and I think he's going to get penalized for it. Yep. Boldy drew it again.
Powering your place. Echo Energy, an official partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Actually looks like it's Vic Desharnais heading over to the penalty box. There was a big battle in front. Kind of stood there looking too. This is a pretty good job here. Merrill comes down from the blue line and actually does a great job to pick this bouncing puck up and get a good chance and then a second opportunity in tight. Now they're trying to pull him out of there because he's right on top of the goalie, Boldy, and get a little too aggressive. In the matter, pick your poison. Who are you going to take? It could have been Kulak, could have been Desharnais, but they picked the big man. So he goes to the box. So the third penalty for Edmonton in this second. On the power play again.
That must have brought you back to all those 4th and 5th.
I'm not touching that one. Like I said, I'm letting you guys fight amongst yourselves.
And you were singled out.
I thought you were going to say back to the Battle of Alberta. It's going to happen tomorrow night.
Oh, that's awesome. Back to back.
Every once in a while, yep.
Back to back jacks.
Finished it off in overtime.
Nice to see you too, Ryan Reeves. I mean, he was a healthy scratch in Toronto, and Toronto tried to say he was hurt. Oh, man, that's awesome.
Derek Ryan swings it over to Cody Ceci, launching down the middle.
Nice race, fan. I went to the Cup in 1990 when the Oilers beat the Bruins. Sorry, Bruins fan. I was there when Bill Ranford stood on his head and helped the Oilers beat Cam Neely and the boys. Ray Bork, Neely, Mulberry. They had a good team back then. The Oilers were just better. I'm sorry. Oh, Bruins. But to make you feel better, the Bruins have done better in the last 10 years than the Oilers have.
Just great tracking by Brown to step up by Janmark, and it creates the turnover on the line and an offside. Use your feet to kill penalties and sticks.
Oh, wow. Hey, at least they get there. They get there pretty every 3 or 4 years. It seems like the Bruins are in the Cup Finals, which is good. Getting there is half the battle, right?
The Oilers get to them for the equalizer. Now Johansson with Minnesota's power play time. Rapidly declining.
I like that meme that was going around for a long time about the Oilers in 2000s. Like it was 2006 to 2014 when the Oilers finally made the playoffs again. That meme. We don't always make the playoffs, but when we do, we make the Cup Finals. And then we lost in the 3rd round to the Anaheim Ducks that year. Fuck the Ducks. Corey Perry laying on the goalie. Oh, Draisaitl pitchforks it. And that's icing. 4.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 1-1 score. 16-14 is the shots for the Oilers.
Another real solid kill, and I know it's something that's been a big topic of discussion.
Yeah, it comes in waves though. Like, but you guys are getting older, we're younger, right? It's a battle of waves. This league is about waves. That's why I want to lose 7 teams in the league.
Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman.
Got all the way up to 5th during that streak. Cole to Bouchard. Now McDavid to Echo. Gonna pull the trigger. That point and taken out the blue paint by Chisholm. And he was determined.
So where's the penalty there, ref? He did the same thing that JR did.
That whistle was done quick. That puck must have been up for
Yeah, that's fair. You're a yeah.
It was loose, and that's why there was no whistle.
I was at Game 7 in Carolina to see the Oilers lose. Sad. Sad face. Because no, I'm not even joking when I say this. It was, I think it was $900. I think $850, either $850 or $900. Now I'm nitpicking. Cheaper to fly to Raleigh, watch Game 7 on the glass, and fly back to Edmonton than it was to see Game 6 in Edmonton. Nuts, eh? Roughly $900 cheaper. That's with the conversion rate, American to Canadian. Yeah. Those be the days. Those were the days. I was going to say, don't say San Jose. Oh, 200 years. That's good shit. That's good shit. Oh. Yeah, no, that's just the way life in Canada hockey is. It just, tickets are so outrageous, especially in playoffs. No, absolutely. You can't hate a team that doesn't exist. Like you can't. I don't think anybody in their right mind could ever hate on the San Jose Sharks. Honestly, like they're just a team that's not there. They're just. But no, in all seriousness, if I was to get rid of 7 hockey teams from the NHL, to get the league down.
First up, it is Boston at Vancouver on Sportsnet Pacific and City TV. Toronto visits Colorado.
Columbus Blue Jackets,
as well on CBC at the same
San Jose Sharks, Anaheim Mighty Ducks,
Canada doubleheader finishes with what Louis and Jack were talking about.
Buffalo Sabres. As much as I hate to say it, the Ottawa Senators. I'll give you my final 2.
He pointed out the chances against weren't really that different. Again, pointed at the kill. Well, second period tonight, Edmonton a +4 on the shot clock, and more importantly,
although the last one, the team is doing better revenue-wise now than it was for 20 years.
Situation on CC, and ultimately pulled in by Gustafson with 3:44 to go in the second.
I wouldn't get rid of Carolina. They make money. My last 2 teams are Nashville Predators and the Florida Panthers. I love the Sens. They're just not making money. I'm thinking as a league make money. If you get rid of some of these teams that we have in the NHL right now, frickin' Lord, the hockey would be way better. The hockey would be so much better. Way more competitive. We got a 1-1 score, 3:44 left to go in the second period. 14-18 shots for the Oilers.
Power play goal. He now moves past Mark Messier for the 3rd most power play points in Oilers history. So a little history on display, and off the draw, that's going to be held by Gustafson.
The fans are great. It's just where the arena is.
Pretty solid.
I know that doesn't make sense to me. Why are we adding more teams to dilute the league even more? Like,
and of course, in relief, it was Marc-Andre Fleury who got the win.
For me personally, if you're going to dilute the league by having so many teams, players cannot have no movement clauses. I don't care if you've earned it or not. No movement no longer exists. You are traded to whoever you're traded to, deal with it. There's just too many teams in this league to say no to certain ones. Maybe I'm biased because everybody has Edmonton on their list for some dumb reason. Fans, media.
McDavid dishing off Holloway. Bouchard gets it back, a one-timer, and that was off a body in front. That hit Zuccarello. And clear to center. 1-1 tie as we come up on 3 minutes to play.
Come on, Boosh, make the better play.
In this second period.
That's icing.
And will be icing against Bouchard and the Oilers.
Yeah, good follow-up shift once again.
I get rid of Dallas out of spite.
2 most points per game in the 2015 draft.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you. In terms of getting teams I don't like, Vancouver Canucks, Vegas Golden Knights, Carolina Hurricanes, Toronto Maple Leafs.
All elite players in this game. Just incredible the pace that they
New Jersey Devils, Dallas Stars, Pittsburgh Penguins. All the teams I don't like. Washington Capitals. Although I hear they're changing their name next year as well.
It's not Robitaille. No. That's why I don't think it was Curry either. Here's Draisaitl. We'll get it for you. Darnay, Kulak shot. That was stopped. Freddie Gaudreau chipped it up the middle. Cleared out.
I'm in favor of anywhere that has a Canadian team.
Oh, no, 100%. But I remember seeing it and being surprised. So I don't think it was Lucky Luke for a change. Of course, you knew Gretzky would be involved. Maybe Rob Blake defenseman or something like that. Let's try and find him. No, we'll get it for you. 2 minutes to go. We're tied at 1.
But like I said, if we're going to have a Quebec team, I want a team to dissolve, not just add a team. And we're too passy again.
Eliminated Rossi on that one.
Their best second period in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a tight second period by the Oilers. About time you can get 10 goals scored on you.
Good thing we've got great colleagues listening. Tomas Sandstrom, Nick Dixon, the great Hall of Famer. I'm not that surprised. Thanks, Nick. Tomas Sandstrom. I knew it was. Yeah, it wasn't shocking, but it was just like
That's not happening. Arizona's actually making money, surprisingly, and the reason why they're making money is 5,000 people at the arena. 1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the second period.
Ithaca, New York. Darnell Nurse to Cody Ceci. Minute to go in the period. McLeod to Zach Hyman. Chugging behind. Waiting. Around Erickson. Hyman finally dishing off after a couple of
What a tip. That would have been a beautiful goal by Janmark yet again.
He has had the touch around that net the last couple of games. Goals
Less than 30.
First time since he was a Golden Knight back in 21. Final 25 seconds now. Really good second period turned in by the Oilers. 15 shots.
Ooh.
They've given up just 7.
Saskatoon deserves one. Just get this game into the intermission.
With 3 seconds, we'll get it clear and we'll head to the final 20.
Saskatoon deserves one. I honestly believe there should be a team in Eastern Canada. And when I say Eastern Canada, I mean Halifax, Newfoundland, PEI, the Maritimes. They deserve a team out in the Maritimes. The Newfoundland Growlers. What a great team. What a great name. Mexico City. Oh, that would be something, man. Hamilton, yeah. We're not giving any shit to Kansas City. Facts. Alright, guys, I'll be right back again. I hear my toilet running upstairs, so I gotta go fix that, because the wife didn't. You know what I forgot to do for you guys after first period? The intermission report. Want to know why I forgot to do the intermission report? Because there's only 3 games on tonight. The Buffalo Sabres beat the Blue Jackets 2-1. The Jets 2. The Blackhawks 1. 9:40 left in the third period. After 2, Wild 1, Oilers 1. You are up to the minute on your out-of-town scoreboard. And I have integrated my out-of-town scoreboard on the post-game reviews now. That's what I was known for before. Bring it back. Going back old school. Bring it back. Oh my God. Can we not talk about Mars talk? Please and thank you. Good God. Daydreamers, man. We are daydreamers. Dreaming. Dreaming. I agree with you there, man. I don't know how you would figure that shenanigans out. You know how you can tell you're an introvert and when you're out in public you get drained of all emotion and everything else? Like, I don't know if you guys believe this or not, but there is such a thing as called social drainage. And people, just done with people. I'm exhausted. I didn't do anything today. I went to Galaxyland and I stood around like 1,000 people. But my social EKG or EQ or whatever you want to call it, I am just drained of all energy and all emotion. I know you guys can't tell, but good God. I feel like I'm half asleep. I'm not a people person. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I don't like people. Even though my job is to work with people. Yeah, I'm not a people person. I have my group of people, and then I'm done with you. It's like, go. Leave me alone. I can't do people. Which is funny because I used to work in retail and work at in a nightlife type of setting. I'm not going to tell you what kind of type of setting, but yeah, I used to work in a nightlife type of setting, and there was people all the time, and I could do that. But not anymore. I'm just not a people person. I don't do people. Teleport a man to Mars for a hockey game. How much is that ticket going to cost? $30,000 for one game. Ooh, well worth it. I was not a stripper. I don't know. I can say I've never taken any clothes off in public and been paid for. I'm not going to tell stories. I can't tell stories that could get me in trouble. I can say this. There was a time when I was worked in a hotel kitchen, and it was after hours. And the security guard, who now is one of my best friends, caught me and a lovely lady in the pool. This security guard is now one of my best friends in the world, and I would do anything for him. Yeah, it's right. I've worked a lot of jobs in my life, and some aren't for everybody, you know, like sometimes you gotta be a swamper to get ahead. If you know what a swamper is, boys, talk about a shitty job. Sometimes I can still smell the septic tank on my clothes. I've worked everything from security to bar mixologist, they call it now. Dishwasher, cook, head cook, McDonald's employee from day one to manager to store manager at McDonald's. No, I'm just a drywaller. Hey, Lubo, how's it going? Unfortunately for the Vancouver Canucks, not going so good, but they'll turn it around. It's not like they're going to go on a 5 or 6 game losing streak. They got to win sooner or later. I've been a ref. I have been a ref, and I'm actually going to get into it again next year. I got a hold of somebody yesterday and asked if I could become a minor league ref next year. Just got to take a course. How many assists does McDavid have in his last 10 games? The answer is 15. Well, let me where the heck did I put my phone? Uh-oh. Let me fact check that for me. No, I don't. See, I think that's why I'm so crucial on refs, is because I was one and am one technically. I think that's why I'm so critical on reffing, is because I know what you're doing. I know what you're looking at and what you're choosing to and not choosing to call, and I know why. I'm not going to lie to you guys, though. When I was reffing, I was making $40 a game. Dude, I bet you've seen some things. I bet you've seen some things. No, honestly though, I got paid $40 a game, and usually you're doing 4 or 5 games a day. And tournaments, oh, don't even get me started on tournaments. Those are the best. Yeah. It really is. No, absolutely. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing that I would go to each coach before every game. And it didn't matter if I was... Like, I reffed from Timbit hockey, like the lowest of low levels, just to get your... You're basically out there to drop the puck and let them skate around for 45 minutes. To Bantam B. And before every game, I go to the coach and say, hey, I'm going to miss some, but if it's blatant and if it's obvious, I'm going to call it. I don't care what your player is. I don't care what the score is. If I see it, I'm calling it. I don't care if this game goes overtime and if there's 10, 15 penalties, I'm going to call what I see. So you tell your players to adjust to me calling things. So that's why I have the hard time with refs. Call what you see. If you see it, call it. Players aren't stupid. Eventually an NHL player is going to figure it out in their numbskull brain. Hey, the refs are going to call these every night. Let's not do it. And before you know it, The hooks, the slashes, the hitting from behind, the stupid spears and the nuts that wasn't called, they're gone from the game. You're going to have a better product, a physical product, but a better product. Yeah, Lubo, they have been. No, it wasn't in this economy. It was like 10 years ago. $40 10 years ago. Now I'm looking to get paid 60 to 80. Inflation, baby. Pay me what I'm worth. No, I told the wife that. I'm like, you know what? I might get back into coaching or reffing. Coaching doesn't pay, but reffing does. Whew. Oh, by the way, yes, BW, you are correct. This is foreshadowing for the future that I'm wearing this jersey. I believe full-heartedly he's going to be an Oiler by the end of the trade deadline. Seattle just has to lose 3 more games. Well, they have to because they pay like $4,000 in taxes. Oh, that's awesome. You can't be mad at Fleury at all. Like, you cannot be mad at Fleury. The guy's a good human being. I've never met him in real life, but I believe he's a good human being. You know, I'm going to run upstairs and get my Dallas Star, my North Star card. This is just binder 1 of 7 that I have. It is crazy nuts. I think they get Eberle instead of Tanev. I think they're going to go with forward heavy, which isn't wrong by them. For the Oilers to get Tanev, they have to trade CC. How is this for an old card? I know he's wearing an Islanders jersey, but look at that. Craig Ludwig. Craig freaking Ludwig. If the Oilers get Phil Kessel, man, I'd be shocked and dumbfounded. That's awesome for the Ziggler, man. That's good shit for those guys, man. Matt Cardona's killing the indie scene, though, isn't he? Free agent Matt Cardona, better known as Long Island Ice Z. Zack Ryder. Love that guy, man. Loved his energy. Draisaitl's pissed today. I think Draisaitl's going to have himself a third period. Yeah, he's telling them. He's like, fucking, let's fix this power play, boys. Let's fucking fix it.
High expectations, and he even had a little conversation with the official saying, listen, you got to watch for that stuff.
And O'Rourke and Leon Draisaitl, pretty animated discussion as well. As we get a look at our stats after 40, brought to you by Safeway, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Shot attempts.
Yeah, it's all speculative, right?
Nice job of getting in some lanes.
Yeah, no question about it. That's so important with a team that likes to possess a puck.
You want Maroon back? Oh. I am actually glad Maroon's no longer an Oiler, to be completely honest with you.
You heard John Shannon talk about discipline being a huge factor in this third period. They've got to get away from taking those penalties.
Well, they've also won 28 of 39 draws. Edmonton quietly
jeez.
become one of the best face-off teams in the league. That one kissed the goalpost. Close. Here's Matt Boldy. Crowded by Ekholm and driven to the ice. That was always kind of a weak spot in Edmonton's game, but guys like Draisaitl, McDavid, McLeod have improved. That's a good look at the slots. Now Zinek unable to hit the net. Both teams getting good looks. Here's Bouchard with a drop pass for Warren Fogle. Cross ice tipped. Maintained by McDavid. He'll roll back up top. With the feed to Ceci. One-timer whistle line. Evan Bouchard and McDavid put it deep.
Yeah, if you're going to take that shot, you have to hit the net.
Darnell Nurse from center. He'll shoot it in.
Yeah. I didn't like Pat Maroon the way he left Edmonton. He cried and whined and
both teams get good looks here early. Kane to backhand save. Juicy rebound. Somehow that stayed out with Nugent Hopkins and Draisaitl unable to pounce.
Sneaky hard backhand shot right there by Kane.
CC with a handoff to Draisaitl. Across the Darnell Nurse. His shot off the pads of Gustafsson. Played up the right-hand boards for Zuccarello, and now charging it'll be Ryan Hartman. Johansson, his shot never reached the net. Swatted by Nurse, held in by Johansson.
Let's go, boys. 2 minutes into the third period. Still 1-0. Sorry, 1-1. Yeah, I'm tired.
Merrill kicks it back. Zuccarello quarterbacking. Steered up the right-hand side by Hermes and taken by Vinny Desharnais. 2 minutes gone.
No, the Oilers can't afford to get Kucherov or Stamkos. The only way the Oilers go after those two is if we lose Draisaitl and McDavid, which isn't happening. Draisaitl and McDavid are the Oilers for the next 8 years.
The opposition 46-15. Holloway.
Possibly the next 14. Jesus.
Of course, they're also playing a team that got 7 in the third on Monday. Holloway knocks it in deep. Taking hard against the boards. It was Brock Faber. Holloway's
big hit by Holloway. I like to see that.
Talking about that speed and the ability to get to spots.
Shoot! Big shot. Brown, you gotta score! If you just stop that, you go forehand, wide open net all fucking day, kid. Come on, Brown. You gotta get one before the playoffs. Get one to get the Oilers behind you. The Oilers fans will love you if you get one. Absolutely, we need it. Where are the Wild? Oh yeah, the Wild are pretty much done in the playoff race. They gotta jump way too many teams.
Swallowed up by Gustafsson. All that created off the hard work of Holloway to dig it out of the corner, get it back to the blue line.
Absolutely. Here's McDavid from Ekholm, a blast. Bouchard.
Oh my goodness.
By Gustafsson, and Fogle felt like he was held.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
A little knuckle puck here, and you can see Fogle.
But also, tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Tampa Bay have a big advantage over every other Canadian team. Tampa Bay has a huge advantage over Canadian teams when it signs to players. There's no taxes in Tampa, in Florida. That's what I hate about the league and taxes. That's the only thing that scares me about McDavid. Don't worry about your spelling. We're not those people. As long as you make the point correct, we don't really care about your... McDavid's 4th post of the night. Like, for as long as it's bothered me, why would you ever leave Tampa as Stamkos? Like, logistically. I get Toronto fans are going to be upset by this, but why would he ever leave Tampa to come to Toronto? It's true. Like, why would I leave Tampa where I can make $14 million a year? And that's $14 million a year. Or leave to go to Toronto and make $14 million a year, but it's taxed and becomes 12.5. Or I can get 12.5 in Tampa and keep the money. You know what I mean? Like, why would players leave where they are to make less money? That's why I hate the way that the NHL pays players in American money. Even in Canada, they get paid American money. But still have to pay the Canadian taxes on it. Which is tough. No, exactly. And that's what I'm hoping that the Oilers have done for McDavid and Draisaitl. Made it a place that they love to play and don't want to ever leave.
Eluded Draisaitl, but they are able to hard pinch, kept it alive. Draisaitl back to the point for Kulak. Now breaking free, shot redirected by.
14 and a half minutes left to go in the third period. 27-14 shots for the Oilers. Oh, Kane almost got himself one. I love this. This is Oilers hockey. Ah, Nurse! Hi-de-o, neighbor! How's it going, Adam? We were just talking about useless franchises. No, I'm sorry. How are those Diamondbacks going to... Like, how do you as a Diamondback fan, and this is being serious, react to your team being told they're moving to Quebec? Not asked, told. It has nothing to do with Trudeau. That's high sticking. Sadly, Johnny, it has nothing to do with Trudeau. It just has everything to do with taxes in the province. Because every province has a province tax, a provincial tax. Alberta has the lowest provincial tax at 5%. You don't want to know what the provincial tax is in BC and Ontario, Quebec. They did, but nobody uses it better than fucking Vegas. Bunch of cheating bastards. No, it's just the Diamondbacks. They're owned by different people. They're owned by different people, BW. They're not owned by the same. Canada's not. It's not that Canada's cold. Canada just... The dollar's not there. Perry didn't... No. I can say this because I'm allowed to say this. I got permission to say it. Perry didn't want to come to Edmonton because of the battles he had with the Oilers when his career started. Perry chose Edmonton because of two factors. his son and the fact that the Oilers were the only team that was willing to pay him the money that he's getting to play for them. Well, the only contending team. I gotta clarify. The only contending team in the playoffs that were willing to pay him the money to come play again. It had nothing to do with the cold weather, the dark nights.
Are in tonight's hockey game. The other, JF Berube, and they were together for a month. And in fact, Pickard thought he was going to be a backup to Marc-Andre Fleury until they picked up Malcolm Subban on waivers. Pickard did say it was only a month. They said, boy, he is the kind of guy that everyone says is great.
Yeah, Nevada, no state tax. Florida, no state tax. New Hampshire, no state tax.
Well, that's a mutual admiration society.
Oilers are rich. Yeah, they are. The Oilers owner is a rich son of a bitch.
The reason we call him
But
the governor, he knows everybody. His dad loved that nickname, by the way. He's very pleased we've labeled him that. Here's Kirill Kaprizov trying to push his way through Bouchard, but could not do it.
how is that not offside?
Kaprizov trying to sneak one into the slot. Has not seen a shot come his way yet, Calvin Pickard. Through more
Yeah,
than
he did.
6.5 minutes of this third period.
It's okay, Bruins fan.
His shot missed short side. And that'll
It's
be
okay.
on the boards and
Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side. Oh, I got a quote stuck in my head now. And if you guys can tell me, the Braves and Twins, that's pretty cool. Braves are a good team. Atlanta's a pretty stacked team too. They're gonna be good for years. I don't know who said this. Let him fight, ref. Let him fight.
Like that cross check in front, Bouchard flattened him, and I think Bouchard looked around thinking he might get a penalty on the.
The nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right time. If you know where that quote is from, you are an OG and you are awesome. You know where the nighttime is the right time comes from.
He gives him a little whack in the arm, which Bouchard comes back on him again, and then they just continue their jostling. Hands get up, sticks.
I'm glad Bob did. I'm glad Bob called him out. And you got Jason Greger over there defending what they're doing. Like,
just under 13 minutes to go. Power plays 4-1 for Minnesota.
thank you guys. Like, that's why I do it. I don't do it because I'm this diehard idiot. I do have some knowledge about all hockey. Oilers just happen to be the passionate team I cheer for. Because I was born in Saskatchewan. It's funny because people ask me, why are you an Oilers fan? I was born in Saskatchewan in the 80s. You were either an Oilers fan or a Maple Leaf fan. And ever since birth, it's been fuck the Maple Leafs. My dad's a Maple Leaf fan. My grandpa's a Maple Leaf fan. My uncles are all Maple Leaf fans. I'm an Oilers fan. Oh, that would have been a beauty goal if his stick was the other way. Draisaitl takes it off the half wall. 12 minutes left to go in the third period as I just hit puberty again. How many times in one stream can one man hit puberty? You were born in Nova Scotia. That makes sense why you're a Bruins fan. It's all about geography. You got, you know what? That's okay. That's okay to stay loyal to the Lightning. I would never ask you to jump ship and be loyal to one team. You are loyal to your team, and I'm okay with being the second. I'm okay with being the side piece. We are okay with being the side piece. You got your number one love. You got that minivan in your driveway. We're just that red Ferrari next door. That's all. We're just that red Ferrari. That nice red shiny Corvette, you know. The next door neighbor Corvette. Sexy little redhead. Top down. And that'll be icing against the Oilers. Hey, Roger. That's what I say to my wife whenever I go window shopping. Honey, you're the comfortable minivan that I love so much. Every once in a while, wouldn't it be nice just to try the Corvette top down next door?
Almost halfway through this third period, the goal.
How's the back-to-back up? So, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Tampa's the last team to go back-to-back. You got to give them that. Can't take that away.
2.5 months. They have been dynamic. They've closed out wins.
That is awesome, man.
But they're relentless so far in this third.
Eric Sinek and Perry engaged. Eric Sinek able to tag back on side, and now Minnesota looks to assert itself in the offensive zone. Kaprizov, the Chisholm, Brodin, fires, scores.
Picard needs to have that. Picard needs to have that.
Brodin, who was hurt the last time he was in this building, has put the Wild in front.
This line once again, puck in the offensive zone, they find possession. They've been all over it the entire night and have been able to maintain that pressure and hem whatever line they're up against in. And this shot here, just a lot of traffic in front of Calvin Pickard.
Hey, Cleo, how's it going?
A lot of time to walk in. And actually, this one just goes through. You know, for Pickard, he has that glove in the spot. He gets a big chunk of it, but it plows through. But I mean, Brodin's able to walk into the.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Lots of time left. Only 2-1. Minnesota Oilers are due for a nice goal here. McDavid's due to get angry.
10th of the year for Brodin. He does so much with this Wild club. The backhander slid wide by Ekholm. Their penalty kill really struggled since he's been back. Better than 85% on the kill coming in. Bouchard to McDavid. Matthias Ekholm.
5 post Steelers have hit tonight. 4 by McDavid alone. How many slashes there, ref?
Trying to go back against the grain and just missed. Warren Fogle. Good bounce back shift already from Edmonton. McDavid on the skate of Ekholm. I think that was intended for Fogle streaking to the net. Now Ekholm. Showed shot, gave it back to Bouchard. McDavid. Whistle one on net. That was brushed aside by Gustafsson. Hard around the boards.
Oilers now have control of play.
Hyman back to work. Off a check. Couldn't release. McDavid. Bouchard.
Oh my goodness! Either a goal or a penalty is about to happen. I'm okay with either.
Pepper right now. Ekholm to Fogle. Couldn't pull the trigger. Trying to get it across to Hyman. Minnesota fails to clear again. Hyman. Challenge. Short side to McDavid. Edmonton in the midst of a change. McDavid finds Nugent.
Hawkins!
Bouchard. Looking off court. Draisaitl on the ice. The pass eluded in. Zach Hyman. Off the side of the net. Another chance for clear. Bouncing puck. Minute 50 on that shift, but now coming the other way. Obviously.
Get! Go!
A partial 2-1-1 never developed. Crowd on its feet. 8.5 to go. Edmonton a lot of time. Draisaitl.
8.5 minutes left to go in the third period. 2-1 Minnesota. We knew it was going to be a slugfest. All games against Minnesota are. If you've watched Minnesota hockey at all in the last 15 years, every team they play against is a slugfest, except for the occasional 10-7 thumping. That's icing against Minnesota.
Again, the follow-up shift. I mean, extended period of time in the offensive zone. Zach Hyman with a chop goes through. Gustafsson can't find the back of the net. The stop pass by McDavid to Nugent Hopkins, who had just come on the ice.
Oh, we're due for one for sure. We're due for a goal. We're due for a goal.
Denies that right, but great pressure to hem in the Minnesota Wild. Nothing to show for it, but this icing some tired Wild players on the ice.
McDavid, Draisaitl, and Corey Perry out there, but the Wild were able to come up with a face-off for one of the rare times tonight. And now it's Hartman in front. Great shot, score! And Matt Boldy of the night. And for the first time this
That's tough. That's tough by CC. But honestly, it is. It's hockey, guys. It's bounces. You could completely. You could completely dominate a game and just get 2 unlucky bounces in the back of your net. You're down 3-1. 7:50 left to go in the game. 3-1 Wild.
After all that time in the defensive zone defending, they come down, bang, bang, and it's 3-1.
2 goals on 3 shots in this period. A shot, and that Gustafson had go off his glove. Desharnais to Brett Kulak. Gets it back, shoots into the crowd, and finally Gustafson reached out with a stick. And
I'm going to say this.
7:18 to play in the 3rd period.
You might see Campbell up next week.
Oilers find themselves down 2.
And it has nothing to do with Picard. You might see Campbell up next week. I got this feeling. Got this feeling in my bones. You're going to see Campbell in an Oilers uniform next week. He's going to play 2 or 3 games, and either he's going to be traded or sent down for good. It's a good question to ask yourself. Hey, all good goalies are allowed to have one bad stinker game. Unfortunately, just a bad time for Picard to have it. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's not like the Oilers are playing badly. It's not like they're being out-muscled, out-worked, out-manned, out-everything. It just... Oilers had a flurry. No pun intended. Couldn't capitalize. It goes down, and Minnesota takes a shot on net, and it goes in. It's one of them things, guys. Just one of them things. It just... Game's not over yet, though. I'm not talking the game's over, sour grapes, Minnesota won, cry in your beers, but maybe this is it for Picard. This is the game that he needed to have to solidify. But I'm not saying he's a bad goalie. I'm not going to say, oh, you lost the game, you're trash. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I just think it's time to have Campbell back in the NHL. See what he's got. If he's got nothing, put him back down. If he's got something, trade him. Trade him for assets to use for another trade.
3-1 Minnesota. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman reunited here 5-on-5. Now this was a unit that drew Edmonton's only power play of the night, which the Oilers subsequently cashed in. Draisaitl and McDavid plows through Chisholm. Boyle, McDavid, drop pass, Draisaitl. Minnesota packed in tight here. Here's McDavid breaking loose from Chisholm. Once again, Chris Knobloch pushing the right buttons, and this Oiler unit has put themselves on a power play.
What just happened?
Rebelsis. Ask your doctor if Rebelsis is right for you, or visit rebelsis.ca.
Great movement here on this line. Again, McDavid with the outside, inside boom right there.
Oh, that's a penalty. Yeah, no, that's a call. Gotta call that.
He looks up to the corner, no hands up, but it was the back referee, Dan O'Rourke, that already had his hand up, so there was a penalty on the play. I think McDavid felt there wasn't one, and then a few guys give him chops in front. But no temper boils over with 6:54.
Let's go, boys.
Still time to claw back into this one, so cooler heads prevail.
Gotta win that face-off, though. That's key face-offs.
On the PK. Now, a lot of that was early season damage, which really Minnesota could not shake. One of the reasons Dean Evison ultimately was dismissed. Penalty kill much better coming in, but the Oilers already have one tonight. Hyman flashed it back to Draisaitl. McDavid out to Bouchard, but Nugent Hopkins waiting.
He'll receive the pass, give it back to Bouchard. McDavid. Draisaitl.
Here, I'm going to have to turn my mic off for the baby crying.
By Philip Gustafson, who has 31 stops tonight.
There. Baby cries no more.
Little conversation with Draisaitl and Bouchard here too. This is a nice move by McDavid to come up the ice. And then this.
All right. Like I said, I'll let you guys fight it out amongst yourselves. Keep it civil. Don't make it personal. Don't say anything you regret in the morning. Fight!
Take a look at the shot, but I think that's what Draisaitl was
Fight!
talking about. You got a presence in front, sit back down there, let Hyman maybe jam in a rebound, create that chaos, but he gets the second one away, and Gustafson up to the task.
Kept in by Bush, but then knocked out by Bush. 6 minutes left to go in the third period. 3-1 Minnesota power play. Edmonton score here. We got ourselves a game. Don't score here. You might as well call your mothers. You blew it. What do you mean about fight? It's a joke, BW. I'm making light of the situation. You ass clowns can't get along, and Ryan was in here earlier trying to start fights with everybody. It was a joke. You can't take it as one. I don't know. I don't know the rest of the joke. I think if you can take a dick, you can take a joke. Oh, just wide. Keep it in, please. 2 slashes. 24 seconds left to go on the power play. Scores! Zachary Hyman! I said don't make it personal.
Well, they took the whole power play to get it done essentially with only 15 seconds left in the clock, but great pressure here. A couple outstanding entries by Connor McDavid just set things in motion, but just keep moving that puck around, give Minnesota credit. They were defending, they were battling, but eventually that hard pass by Draisaitl to the side. Zach Hyman flares out, and he finds the loose change and jams it home. This is kind of a shot, I believe, by Draisaitl. Gets deflected off a player, off Gustafson, and somehow Hyman just right there in the right spot pounds it into the net with a lot of time on the clock. Either Minnesota bench some life.
Either the skate and Nugent Hopkins are pretty good. Wraparound effort of Vander Kane, and Gustafson able to make the save. As we go inside, 5 minutes to play, the Oilers continue to
But why?
And finally break through. Zach Hyman, his 35th. It's 3-2.
Don't do anything, hasty. I won't allow it.
The go-to source for everything NHL. Sports here for hockey.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Real fruit that left the farm and has seen too much to ever go back.
All right.
Now introducing Simply Spiked Peach. It's getting juicy.
Okay, guys. You guys. BW, don't do that, man. It's freedom of speech, guys. Keep it. Don't make personal attacks, though.
Big Share contest is back.
But yes.
How would it
Let's
feel
not
to $1 million winner?
trash
At first, you might be gobsmacked.
or talk smack about other people's teams and then
Maybe even
act like you didn't say anything. So BW, on the mic, I'll say it right now. You trash talked Arizona all of last June talking about how bad they were. He let it slide. If you don't know by now, Adam is an OG motherfucker. He will tear your head off, piss in your throat, and not give a shit. Now, what you said just then, he let slide a little bit. And then you tried to backtrack it and act like you didn't say anything. You talked shit about Arizona. You talked shit about Arizona. I don't delete comments, bud. Unless they're fucking stupid and just irrelevant. You say it once, okay, cool. You say it twice, you're an idiot. But what I'm saying is you talk shit about Arizona. And then you're trying to backtrack what you said, saying you didn't say anything. That's all it was. Don't backtrack it. Own what you said. I get it. I get it. And I get that he shouldn't have said that. That's not okay. That's why I said don't make it personal. Jesus. That's why I said fight. I'm not getting in the middle of it. Fight it amongst yourselves. 3-2 hockey game. I did, but then you tried to backtrack it.
In the third, and Hyman's power play goal.
I'm not telling you not to say. Dude, I'm telling you to say what you want to say, but don't get mad. I'm not giving you shit. Oh my goodness. What I'm saying is, talk your shit. Go ahead. Say what you want to say. Let your opinion be known. But don't get mad or upset when someone else comes at you and talk shit back to you. Like for me, if I was to tell Bruins right now, Bruins are trash, they're only a regular season team, they suck cock. And he comes back at me and says, F you, the Oilers are trash, they're only good because McDavid is there. I can't get mad or upset by that. Say what you're going to say. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. If someone said shit about my daughter, I'd talk back about it. I wouldn't delete their comment.
4:21 to go in regulation, so you got to give Knobloch credit, a feel for the game. Loading up at the right times.
All right. That's how you feel.
Jumps over the line, over the board. Sorry, John Hines.
I'm just using you as an example, Bruins, because you were there when BW was talking. Just relax, everyone. It's just a hockey game. Can we not talk trash about Arizona, though, or any other team for reference? We get it, BW. You're not a fan of Arizona. We get it. But don't go after the... Oh, Jesus. What a bad giveaway. But don't go after... Thank you. Thank you, Adam. I get it. It's tough. It's not what we're used to. Get it out. Holy shikes. That's all I ask is just chill, guys. Don't make things personal. Draisaitl misses 18 feet wide. Oh, kept in. I know you don't care. That's the problem. Is you don't care. But you care when people say things about it. Yeah.
Here's Leon Draisaitl. Slugged it back in. Jamming at it his favor.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. And I get trashed on back.
3 1/4 left in regulation. No icing. Steered to Mermis by Gustafson. Hard whack at it by Lucchini.
I'm not coming at you anyway. I'm just telling you the situation from both sides. Let's go, Oilers. Get the tie. 3-2, 2.5. Yeah, I will be shocked. I'll be shocked the other way if the Oilers win this madness. What a good game, though. Like, this is the type of playoff game that I want to see every night.
Gotten into the corner again. Kulak this time had it taken away and backhanded safely out finally by the Wild. 2 1/4 to play. A frenetic finish to follow here.
All right.
Place. Calvin Pickard's going to the bench. 2:05 remaining. The electric McDavid with a puck. Seeking the equalizer. Johansson with an empty net. Shoots wide. Rebound. Zuccarello. Under control. Trying to give it up. Taken away.
Come on, boys. Minute and 25 seconds left to go in the third period. 3-2 Wild. Shots are 40-18 for the Oilers. Empty netter. Goal scored by Hyman. Assisted by McDavid and Draisaitl. Time. Yeah, right. Zuccarello's going to score on the empty net because that's what Zuccarello does. don't expect him to come back again? Like, all right. Empty net goal. Can't do much, guys. Wild had our numbers.
Minnesota bent but doesn't break. And it's Zuccarello with his second opportunity. Great track down by Hyman earlier.
Not the game yet. We still got a minute and a half to go in the 4-2 score. Imagine. Tomorrow we got another one. Tomorrow we got Calgary. Let's see what kind of energy we got then. Minnie's been good. They might actually sneak in and get that 8th seed away from Nashville. Nashville and St. Louis. Fleury might actually make it 18 years in a row where he's made the playoffs. That's fucking impressive. Let's talk about that. 51 seconds left to go in the game. 4-2 score for the Minnesota Wild. Boy, did we have a blow up in this chat today. They call me temperamental. Nurse jumps up in the play. 30 seconds. Wouldn't that have been a beauty if that went in? That's awesome. Long Island? Nice. Get that iced tea. The Long Island iced tea. See you tomorrow, guys. Those that are leaving soon, I appreciate you guys. You're good, BW.
Well, there's no question the urgency was there in the third period for Edmonton. And frustration once again. That look says it all on Leon Draisaitl's face. I mean, they threw everything at Minnesota in this third period. But Gustafsson was up to the task. They did give
Minnesota was not better team tonight, but they were the team that capitalized on the chances. It's hockey, folks. Oilers cannot play a full 60. You're right, Kimo. You're 1,000% right. The Oilers cannot play a full 60 minutes right now. They're going to have to figure it out as we wind down in the season and get less and less games.
And it's slapped down the ice by Jake Middleton, and there won't be icing.
Guys, the Oilers got to learn to play full 60. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Were the Oilers a better team 5-on-5? Absolutely. Couple bounces here or there Picard would love to have back. 1,000% correct. But Oilers didn't have it tonight. Were they saving up for Calgary? We'll find out tomorrow. 8 o'clock start. It's Oilers Calgary hockey night in Canada. Saturday sounds like a good night for fighting. Well, I didn't. Okay. Guys, I enjoy everybody for being here. You guys are all awesome. I can't even see the deleted message again. You guys have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. 8 o'clock. Flames. Oilers. It's going to be a fight. Almost as bad as the chat tonight. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. Peace out, guys. Be kind to your fellow man, guys.